Hi, welcome to Mamas and Nannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama. And before we get started, I want to go ahead and say Happy New Year. This is the first episode of 2026, and we want to start the year off right. So let's go ahead and, as I stated, hit the like button, share this with another mama, and go ahead and follow us on the social media platform at Mommas and Nannies. Well, let's go ahead and start off with a quote. The quote is, "There are far better things ahead than we leave behind." Again, that quote says, "There are far better things ahead than we leave behind." That's by C.S. Lewis. That quote is a great quote if we want to take it with a New Year's approach or a New Year approach. We can say there are far better things in 2026 than they were in 2025. So think about it like that. Go ahead and take some time, really summarize, write the good, the bad, and the ugly for 2025, and sit back and figure out, even though something may have happened that wasn't what you wanted or what you liked, just think about something that could have happened good. For instance, I'm just giving an example. I lost $20, but I was able to find 100. So it kind of ends up washing out. Everything worked out good. So take some time this week, this month. I think January is a great time to go ahead and really reflect. First week or two, that's the best time. And right now, so the first was this past week. So this is basically the first full week of January. So take the full month of January to really reflect, figure out what you're looking for, set up your vision boards, plans for the year, whatever that looks like to you. But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's mama time is going to be you see this on social media. It's, I guess, the proverbial things we're not taking into the new year. So things we're not taking into 2026. This is a list I just kind of came up with off the top of my head. Is 7 items. I'm just going to go over them. And what I would love for you to do is leave in the comments, what things are you leaving behind in 2025 and you are refusing to take in 2026. The first one is stress. Yeah, I know you've heard this several times before, mama. Stress is really a killer. It makes you lose sleep. It makes you gain weight. It depends on really how you deal with your stress. Because I know some people, like if they're stressed, they may like to go work out. So that's a good thing. But some people, when they feel that they're stressed, they go shopping, maybe overspending. Also, people will overeat and, just sit around in the bed or something like that. So a lot of times people are not productive when they're stressed. So let's go ahead and leave stress behind us. We're not taking stress into 2026. The next is mess. I don't care where that mess is coming from. If that mess is coming from your job, whatever that looks like for you, if that mess is coming from inner thoughts that are not positive, let's go ahead and get rid of that mess. And let's also go ahead and get rid of physical mess in your house. If you have clutter, same thing. Take the month of January, really go through some things, go to your local thrift store, whether that's Goodwill. Now I can't think of here, I don't even know if we still have Value Village, but go to your local thrift store. If you have time, probably last week between Christmas and New Year's probably would have been a better time to do this. But if you have time, or even if you take like an hour for the next Saturday or Sunday or both, try on all the clothes in your closet. If you can't wear the clothes and the outfit is not like, oh, I'm just a little bloated or something like that. If you really can't wear the outfit, go ahead and fold that up and donate it. Let that mess go. Another physical mess, if you have too many pots, pans, like old towels or something like that, go ahead and let that go. Really take the time this month to really clear out your home, clear out your car, whatever you are, wherever you have mess, go ahead and take the time to clear that out. I started doing that a few years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, definitely during the pandemic when you didn't have much to do. Getting rid of mess really helps open and clear the air in the area. It's a really big game changer. So if you have like a utility closet or something like that that's full of mess, a whole bunch of stuff, shoes or something like that that you're not wearing, go ahead and clear that mess out. Number 3 is lack of sleep. If you are the type of person that's like, I only need 5 or 6 hours of sleep, don't do it. That's what you may be thinking because your body has gotten used to it. I want you to really take inventory of how you are during the day. So some people say, I only need 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but then they always take a nap throughout the day. Nothing wrong with taking a nap. I think once you get to a certain age, you probably do need to take a nap just to reset your body. No problem with that. But if you feel that you are like occasionally dozing off, not an intentional nap, you may need to go ahead and increase the amount of sleep you're getting. 7 or more hours. I'm sure you could probably Google based on your age how many hours of sleep you need, but good quality sleep. Are the lights off? I've seen so many times where they recommend not using your cell phone about 30 minutes before you go to bed. Is your room dark? Is it cool? Or if you need your room to be a little bit warmer, is it at the temperature you need it to be? Really find the time to get good quality sleep. That is something that you really want to invest in. Just like stress, not sleeping well will cause you to gain weight. Depending on how you are with lack of sleep, you may be a little moody, angry, not the nicest person to your kids or your partner. So really invest in getting more sleep, mama. Number 5, saying yes too much. This is something we're going to leave in 2025. Saying yes too much. And I'm just going to add on not saying no enough. Saying yes too much, there is a such thing. This year, I know last year you were participating in everything at your child's school. You were participating in everything at work. Your child was in every activity. They were in dance, like tap dance, ballet, cheer, gymnastics, everything. Cut that stuff. And I know it, now I will say extracurricular activities not at school. It is easier to kind of cut those at the beginning of the year. Go ahead and take the time. If your kids are probably in more than 2 activities, see if you can decrease some of those activities because they are time consuming, they are costly. Can you really cut back on one? That was us, I think about 2 years ago, our kids were in dance and swim. So we cut out dance and we just went ahead and did swim. We do Girl Scouts, but I feel like Girl Scouts, our troop that we participate with, they only meet like twice a month. So it's not as stressful. But when you're doing stuff like dance and other things like that, a lot of times is 1 or 2, depending on the dance troop, it may even be more than 2 times a week. That can be a lot. So really take the time, say yes less. Whatever that looks like. If that's on your job and you're always the go-to person for the project, say no. Say yes less, which is no. If you're the person, like I mentioned, at the school they always go to, you're on every committee for every activity, you're on all the planning committees, just say no. It's okay to volunteer, maybe even once a month or more than that, but really in consideration, say yes less, say no more. Number 6, overstimulation. This is something we don't think about as adults. We definitely think about it with our kids, but as an adult, try to decrease your overstimulation. That can look like, are you watching TV and using your phone while listening to a podcast? That's a lot of stimulation. That's overstimulation, mama. Sorry, I hate to tell you that. So you really want to kind of take the time to do one thing at a time. If you are cooking dinner, at least once a week, let's just cook dinner. If your kids are right next to you doing homework, enjoy that time with them while you're cooking dinner, and you're kind of like listening to them doing homework if they don't need any additional help with doing homework. If you have to help them with the homework, just help them with the homework. And it makes homework go by faster if you have full attention on them instead of trying to do 2 and 3 things. Another thing, here's something else. When you're in the car, go ahead and put your phone in a place where you can still reach it if someone, well, hold on, now it depends on your phone. Excuse me, it depends on your car. If you have a car where your phone is hooked through like the Bluetooth or hands-free, you don't need your phone. So it's going to pick up anyway, and you can pick it up from either your steering wheel or the console. So I would say that's actually a good idea. Put your put your phone in your purse or somewhere where you can't easily reach it. That way you're focusing on driving. When I was just driving home, I saw someone, they actually had their phone just like this, driving. Tell me how you driving with your phone right here. You can't. You can't. So do one thing at a time. Don't overstimulate. Driving it on your phone is too much. Some things you can multitask and do, but I would really challenge you, mama, to try to do one thing, maybe 2 things at once, like cooking and listening to a podcast or something like that. The last is family drama. Leave other family drama in 2025. So what I mean by that, if your family is experiencing some drama, whatever that looks like in your family, go ahead and take care of that in your immediate family. But sometimes we try to insert ourselves into our extended family's drama, and it's not needed. You can't fix everybody. You can't save everybody. Sometimes people really have to fall on their face or really get into that bind to figure out, oh, I need to make better choices. So it's not up to you, mama, to get into your family's drama. It could be anybody, your own mama, your sister, your siblings, nephews, nieces, whoever. Try to stay out of that family drama. Because you know what ends up happening? You bring in other people's family drama into your family. Now your family is experiencing drama over somebody else's drama. Then you find out the next week they done with their drama, but now you got drama in your family and it's too much drama. So go ahead and let that drama stay in that extended family. And if you're the type of person who's like, well, I just can't let my family be like that. I can't, I hate to see that. Let that family drama stay in their family. What I'm going to say, let's go back to number 5 and say yes less. So say yes less. Stay out of that family drama, if at all possible. So that was a quick list of 7. We're going to leave stress, mess, lack of sleep, saying yes too much, or saying yes less, however you want to put that. You want to decrease your yes and increase your no. Overstimulation, and last but not least, other people's family drama. And other people's, I said extended family, but even like your best friend family drama. Stay out of family drama. Those are the things we're going to leave behind in 2025. Here at Mommas and Manny's podcast. If you have more to add to that list than the 7, please go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know what you're leaving behind for 2026. You're not taking it with you. You're leaving it back in 2025. I would love to know. And remember to join our Patreon family at Mommas and Manny's. That way we can really have a conversation about what we're leaving in 2025. We definitely want to leave it there. And then remember to like, share, hit the bell for notifications so you'll know when we're coming out with shorts, new episodes, or anything new coming your way. Go ahead and do that. Share this with another mama. I keep saying that because I really want you to share so we can get the word out about the Mommas and Mannies podcast to other moms. And follow us on all social media platforms at Mommas and Mannies. And remember that me time is essential and it is never selfish. Happy New Year.